total dick, because I would otherwise abuse the heck out of that. Here in the bottom left corner, though, currently on Starbow's fighting spirit, we have in the red trunks our Terran player, Dirtybag.
Oh, and now this one has the right zoom level, so I just rotate and I zoom tiny bit.
Yeah, I noticed.
And on the bottom right side, currently down 0-1, he is semi-professional StarCraft 2 gamer who is in the Grandmasters League, currently down, and it is Dana, or ReKDana, from some team. I don't really... It says Tess here, but it had some cool name for it. I think it might be a Russian team or something. These letters are a little bit wonky.
Yeah, that's not exactly a T.
No.
It's almost a T. It looks like a T, but it's not a T.
Oh, let me just check. I just want to see who's Lelouch playing versus, because if he loses his first, Lelouch is playing versus Marcus, and Marcus might be also pretty good. So if Lelouch wins, I think I want to cast him versus Teddy Bear. I think that could be really cool.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Ah, but it's a big, like, because if Dirtybag wins, he's going to be facing... No, okay, no, no, never mind. I thought he was going to be facing Franskar. No, never mind. That was someone else. Okay, they might be facing each other later. So we
look. We want to cast every game, but we can't. There's too much hype in this bracket to get everything.
Insane. We don't have time for that, but I'm going to try and get a hold of as many replays as I can and just keep casting all the next week. Next week is, I think, going to be a little calmer for me than last week was. Things in school and work are calming down a little bit. I might have time for some more casting and just cast all them EuroBow games, man.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. Get the YouTube nice and saturated with some awesome Starbow action.
Oh yes, and if you do, time to plug a little, we do have a YouTube channel that we upload all the best games from this stream on, and sometimes some custom, or not custom games, but some games specifically casted for the YouTube channel. And I think if you just search for Cepheus, you're gonna find it. The name is... it's Isaacson85, but I'm saying that in Norwegian accent is really hard to... Yeah, it's not a good English name, because when I first made my YouTube channel, I was speedrunning Braid. I never thought I would be doing Starbow casts, so yeah.
Oh, so it's not on the Starbow. Oh yeah, I noticed. Yeah, if you look for Cepheus on YouTube, you actually find it. It's a top result, and it says Starbow as icon. But then you click on it, and yeah. Anyway.
Whoa, Dana's going for double gateway with range. He's gonna go. He's going aggressive style.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Dragoons very quickly.
It is, and Dirtybag's gonna have to adjust accordingly. And I think he will do that just fine, to be honest, because he's played versus this before. But this is kind of interesting because no Starbow player does this anymore, because it's been so well defended for so long that he might be a little bit rusty on how to defend it.
Maybe, and actually, if we think about the previous game, Dana did a 1-gate opener and did a lot of damage with the early Dragoons. I think he's banking on the fact that, hey, considering how well that went, what if I get 2 gateways? It's going to be a lot stronger.
Wow, and Dirtybag isn't even getting a tank or a bunker. He's just going to be relying on vultures for this. This could be very dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that defense last game was pretty thin. But I mean, that was half the gateways that we have out now.
Yeah, 2-gate. You can support 2-gate from one Nexus. That's about it, though, in Starbow. Oh, he doesn't.
Scan goes down. Dirtybag sees 2 gateways and knows exactly what's up. I think that may change his mind about what he needs to make next.
No bunker yet, but you know, Dana doesn't really need to do, like, what he does now. I'm not really agreeing with, because attacking up the high ground is a really bad idea. But what
he realizes.
Yeah, but what he really wants to do is just to delay the natural base. Like, you just want to delay. He can't kill his opponent with this, I think. But if he can delay the natural base for as long as possible, it's going to be really important. If he has enough Dragoons, when they have range, they should be able to pick up Spider Mines before they go off, as long as there's not too many Spider Mines come together. Oh wow, Dirtybag picking off the damaged Dragoons. We see some very nice micro from both players here.
And yeah, very nice micro from Dana too, pulling back the one weakened one and having the rest attack, and that actually cost Dirtybag quite a few of these units.
He's gotta be so careful!
Oh, he gets it! Oh, and then 3 mines and 2 Dragoons. I'm not sure if that was a good trade, but either way, it's looking pretty good for Dirtybag.
Well, there's no more mines left. We had a very nice little mine slip there from... Oh, wow! These mines look so much like the Brood ones. Follow, stop, follow, and then... Oh, it's so nice. But he is gonna delay this natural for a little bit now with 3 very damaged Dragoons. 1 mine hit could kill all 3 of them.
Yeah, but Dirtybag's actually moving his vultures way out to try and get some offensive mines set up a little bit. Some SCVs coming off the line as well to try and take out the last of these Dragoons. Dana is going to lose some Dragoons to this, but at the expense of some SCVs, which is probably worth it, actually.
Oh, he's trying to micro versus these mines, but he... Oh, he didn't see the second one there.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, I think these mines have bought Dirtybag all the time he needed. He's gonna have a siege tank relatively soon. No siege mode though.
Oh, we need to save this last Dragoon. This is his only Dragoon almost at the moment, I think. Yeah. But he came out of this okay-ish. He's a little bit behind on the natural. He's a little bit behind on works. He is a little bit behind. But
yeah, I think it was just the slow trickle and the fact that the mine hits were so good.
Yeah.
Siege tanks coming up. Again, still no siege mode up, so Dirtybag is just going to have to rely on the pure firepower. But, I mean, the siege tanks in a Starbow are pretty good units, even if they don't have siege mode.
Oh, yes, they are. They'll deal 30 damage. And that's explosive, though, so that means that versus these Dragoons... Yeah, they do 30 to Dragoons, but they do less damage to Zealots.
Right.
Scales down. Oh, and, yeah. I've been working a lot in the editor lately with scaling down damage values. It's actually a little bit tricky to set up, so every time I see that I kind of get like a little bit of nightmares, but it's gonna be okay.
Oh man,
I'm getting there. I'm learning that editor. Oh wow, only siege mode right now. So Dirtybag, he can't really push out effectively anytime soon, which Dana should be very happy about.
Yeah, Dana's still building up quite a large force though. I mean, the Robo is there, so I imagine support bay coming up soon to get some of those. Their observatory, actually. Okay, so he's going to go for the observers first. Wants to probably clear up some mines. It looks like Dana wants to focus a little bit more on getting some good engagements with his main army instead of doing harassment using reavers and such.
I think so too. It would have been interesting if he like made a sentinel at this point or something like that with a Stargate, because that could actually do some damage, I think, but I don't think he knows about these units. Dirtybag actually scouting with his barracks. He could technically land the barrack in the main and throw out a firebat or something, but
oh yeah, that'd be cool. Just a little bit of a firebat harassment, you know.
That sounds a lot cooler than it usually. Like, it is really cool too, but it usually ends up being not very cost effective, unfortunately. A lot of people overestimate the firebat, but it's very fun when it actually gets pulled off to a good. Yeah.
Well, how much does a firebat cost again?
I don't remember. 150? I think it's 150. Now that sounds a lot. I don't play that much Terran, so...
No, me neither, that's why I asked.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Terran is that one race I don't really play. I
Yeah.
try a couple of times and I fail horribly. Oh, he needs to move the observer closer before clearing up mines. Oh, so you can see where the siege tanks are. Okay, there we go.
Takes a siege tank hit. And Observer gets a nice whiff of everything here. Scan goes off, and that reveals to Dirtybag that, hey, there's a lot of Protoss out here. I want to be a little bit careful moving out. Also, Dirtybag doesn't have nearly the amount of vultures he had last game, so there's not a lot of mines out, and he doesn't have a lot of harassment potential.
Oh, chat was very helpful. 75 minerals and 25 gas for firebats.
Okay, fair enough. So if you kill, like, 4 or 5 workers, that's worth it, but,
yeah.
You know, the question is, can you get up there?
Splash damage is decent, but you basically need stim, and you need more than one to do like really fast damage with them. Now.
Oh yeah, firebots benefit from stim.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they do.
Yes. No way.
Terran.
Yes.
Terran, man. Okay, I don't know what Dirtybag is planning to do with his orbital command, but he's floating it to the. Is that the 12 o'clock?
I think he just wants to save the energy, and he wants to use the orbital command to scout for the army.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. What is this orbital doing? He's. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, actually, Dana had a pretty good did pretty good job keeping tabs on this third, getting to see that this third is getting planted down.
Oh, these mines are so. Oh, wow.
Wow, they all went up at the same time, so they only did damage once.
And he pulled back 3 of them and let one be the scapegoat to take the damage, so the rest could go free. Oh, he needs to be so careful though.
Oh my goodness, that is
Oh, there we go, that micro.
And actually Dana has the high ground now, so this is really good for him.
Someone need to GIF that one, right? That just happened right there, that was insane.
Oh my goodness. So actually, that brings me to the question. So if 2 Widow Mines hit one target at the same time, they only deal damage once?
You mean Spider Mines, right?
Oh sorry, yeah, Spider
Yeah,
Mines.
they never hit exactly at the same time. That's technically impossible. So
because 2 mines kill a Dragoon, right?
Yes, but if 2 of them explode at the same time, quote unquote, the one is gonna splash kill the other.
Oh right, so it's only one hit. Okay, that's.
So you this is kind of the rule of thumb. If he has a small army, you want to spread him out a lot. If he has a bigger army, you might want to clump them up to make sure at least one goes off. So that's kind of how the spider mine works.
Yeah, fair enough. We have Dana, by the way, completely sieging up his own third base with tons of cannons and pylons. Definitely does not want to have happen to him.
Oh, well, if there's a drop though, he's getting a pylon in the middle too, so he could potentially put some stuff in the.
Dirtybag now taking control of the map with his vultures. Vulture count now very, very high. Lots of
mines
as well.
Oh, he needs to target the mines down.
Oh my goodness! These vultures are being.
Oh! So many dead dragoons. These vultures from Dirtybag are insane.
I think mines are just winning this series for Dirtybag. These are so good. Vultures are just wrecking these dragoons, even though they're not supposed to. Nice positioning on the high ground there from Dana, but will it be enough?
You know what's kind of, I love watching these games because I've been seeing so many people in threads lately saying that mines are almost useless now. They don't really do that much damage anymore. I'm just like, I don't think that's correct.
Tell them to watch this game.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So the mineral line is gone now, basically. The vultures got into it, and that's the end of that.
Yeah, let's see a number of workers killed. We got 19 workers killed from Dirtybag. Actually, not as many as I thought. And again, Dirtybag just killing army with vultures. And that was a lot of zealots too, so that's easy to kill.
Like, Dirtybag's vultures are really the MVPs of this game and the previous one. They're just doing so much damage. The harassment potential is apparently amazing. And these mine hits have just been, from alright to completely amazing.
Yeah. He needs to... Okay, he has 3 more dragoons down here. He has to be so careful with them. There you go. The vultures should not try to move up here. 3 cannons is just way enough to defend. 1 cannon on the other side. He might try and go in from that angle. I don't think they can... They might be able to kill that 1 cannon. I don't... Oh, does he know about this expansion right next to him that's being set up? He saw 1 pylon starting, but he hasn't really reacted to it yet. If Dana... he doesn't know that he can chrono boost Photon cannons, I think, unfortunately.
That's only 1 cannon too, so... More cannons are being put down. These pylons are going to take a while
He's
to
gonna
die.
He's gonna have to start putting out more buildings there.
The drones are coming in to take care of these vultures as well. They're going to eventually clean it up. Dirtybag doesn't really have the forces to deal with this. And even if they get through, it's going to be a pretty low amount of vultures, I think, by the time they do get through.
Your goons should go up the ramp, though, because that high ground.
Because the high ground, yeah.
Oh,
wow, that's a perfect re-pyloning there of the wall, and the last vulture gets owned by some dragoons here. That was actually perfect. That was... Dana perfectly replaced that pylon.
Oh, meanwhile, big drop in the main base, completely missing that. We have a carrier transition, though, from Dana. Dana putting that pylon up again in the natural, and Dirtybag trying to squeeze in vultures with just pathing, but no, he's not going to get in here, but this main base is just being gutted, and he needs carriers to defend his main base at the moment.
Fortunately, those carriers were nearly done as the drop started, so Dirtybag is going to get cleaned up, but not after gutting another mineral line. Really, Dirtybag has been doing that a lot these games.
Yeah, being a probe under Dana's control is a very, risky job.
Yeah, see the world, they said, but they never mentioned this.
No, not vultures in the face. They didn't mention that.
No, that's not in the ad campaign for Join the Protoss Army.
Now I do see a lot of carrier transition on this map in particular, and to be honest, this map isn't the best for carriers. And this base from Dana is not going to get up. So he's going to move out with only 2 carriers because they have been revealed. He wants to do some damage with them before all the Goliaths get out. But man, there's already so many Goliaths out.
The production is insane for Dirtybag. He can just basically reply on the fly, and he already has the range upgrade for the Goliaths as well. Single missile turret though is going to actually be a little bit of a pain here.
Yeah, and yeah, this is unfortunate. These Goliaths are just going to deal with this very easily. Going to kill all the interceptors, and yeah, interceptors are actually being automatically ordered to go back if they're below a certain health, like they were doing in Brood War. And if they go into the carriers, they are actually they are automatically healed as well. I can't select them to see though. So this is the work of Ali, who's really good with the editor, and he's been making these carriers as Brood War-esque as possible. Oh
yeah, you can see the interceptors sort of lagging behind because the carriers are still moving. As the carriers get here, the interceptors now rejoin them, and there we go.
And now they're healed as well.
Excellent. So, I feel Dana has been sort of being a bit lax about expanding. I mean, of course, this 4th base has been denied by vulture harassment, and and that sort of hurts for him. But other than that, I think Dirtybag has been soundly out-expanding his opponent, and you know, in a TVP, that's a little bit funny.
Yeah, that is. It should be the other way around. And again, he's max versus 100 supply-ish Dana. Very similar to the last game, and I think Dana is really up against Rox at this point.
This is a lot of Goliaths too, so the carriers are not going to do too much of a difference. Actually, the
Spider-Man! Wow.
Carriers doing some harassment over at the natural Dirtybag. These Dragoons doing the best they can at trying to focus on as many of these Goliaths as they can.
And I like this, that he's... Oh, I was going to say I like that he's not making more carriers, because they have been revealed, but as I say that, he's starting 3 new carriers, so... I don't
more
think...
carriers are generally better than fewer carriers. Another drop in the main, though, and Dirtybag is once again gonna gut a mineral line.
I was gonna see if these carriers are gonna try and intercept here, but no, I think he's about to give up this game.
Dana is not pleased, but he has to recognize the power of the Dirtybag.
Yes. I think it is important to inform Dana after this game that Dirtybag is basically the best Starbow player we have, and that he was very unlucky in his initial match in this tournament.
I'm kind of hoping this isn't Dana's first Starbow match.
It might be, or
yeah,
at least in a while.
Like, hey, let's play some Starbow. Let's join a tournament. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure it'll work out well. And you have to face the monster that is Dirtybag, the man that is currently maxed, has a maxed mech army against Protoss, has all the solutions, has about 5 bases on the map. Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
Oh, he has 4 carriers, but there's 3 more lagging behind that really should join up. The carriers want to stick together, and here they come, but not before before one of them is dead. Okay, there we go. He's gonna send out some more carriers now. They should deal with these Goliaths just fine. Right, here comes more Goliath though.
Reinforcements moving in indeed, and but until these Goliaths get in range, these Sea-Techs are going to take a bit of a pounding.
Oh, he's targeting down. It's very good microing away the Goliath there. I mean, the carriers there. Oh, another carrier is very low on health, but he is gonna kill these Goliath. He might lose another carrier.
Willie, it's getting over high ground. There we go. Carrier gets picked off, but that is also pretty much all of the Goliaths. GG is called, and Dirtybag takes the series 2-0.
Wow, that was pretty insane. I'm gonna just chat with him for a second.
That was some good Terran play, guys. If that was pretty much a clinic in how to play TVP, courtesy by Dirtybag. So thanks to him for giving us such a show. In the meantime, let's have a quick glance at the bracket. We already have Tearjerker versus Kalevi, where Kalevi won 2-0, and now Kalevi against Franskar in the top half of the bracket. All the other matches are apparently still ongoing.
Yeah, was that the series that ended first?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, so we have... Oh, yeah, okay, no, we actually have Kalevi did beat Tearjerker 2-1.
Yes, indeed, he did.
So, oh, you probably said this.
Yeah, and now it's Franskar against Kalevi, as either starting or has already started.
I think I want to wait for Lelouch versus Teddy Bear, if Lelouch wins. Marcus left.
Kalevi's not in game. Also.
Kalevi is not in game. Okay. So let's see. Wait, where is Kalevi? So we might have Teddy Bear versus Lelouch now.
Ooh, good.
Because it seems that Marcus didn't show up after all. I did see Marcus. No, Marcus is here. I see Marcus in chat. Marcus is right here.
Huh. Very curious.
Well, if Marcus is here, we might just cast Lelouch versus Marcus.
It's all good. Again, I think we have a choice of only 2 games. Everything else is still playing. So it's either Franskar Kalevi or Lelouch Marcus. These are our choices. So yeah, guys, we're just getting the next game set up. So bear with us for just a moment as we do the normal rigmarole of hey, let's talk about these things that are completely unrelated to actual games.
Yeah, sorry about this.
While we mask us getting said games set up. As best we can.
Okay, so Lush is gonna play versus Marcus. I think we're gonna go cast that.
Alright.
Oh, okay. So Marcus gave Lush the win.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So we're gonna cast Lelouch versus Teddy Bear.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, Morrow was signed up for this tournament, but unfortunately decided to drop out before the tournament actually started, on account of him being rather tired.
So the next, it's gonna be on Texas. So
Texas, of course, a great map. Actually, that is probably the first Starbow match. The first Starbow match I ever saw was, I think, the Total Biscuit one, which was also in Texas. So
yes,
that's a map that has quite a history.
It does have quite a history. Sorry, you just sounded so posh when you said it like that.
Yeah, that was.
I say. Oh, let me suggest you to the invite.
Oh, actually, I have this neat new ability now that I can simply jump into the game.
Oh, I see. Capital. I should try and cast this next tournament with my British accent.
Really good.
Balthasar did not show up. I say. Oh, we are referees. Jolly good. So this is really great because Teddy Bear is going to play Protoss and Monsieur Lelouch will play Zerg. So we have a new matchup.
Oh, very interesting indeed.
And Teddy Bear is ready and Lelouch is ready. We are going into the round of 8 and my British accent fell away at the same time.
Excitement is not the place where the British accent hides. It seems.
Oh.
I have some British friends and they insist that that's not how it works, but I'm pretty convinced it does.
Yeah, you know, don't listen to them. It was kind of funny to was it Home Story Cup? There was some tournament where there were so many British casters that they started to just talk more and more British, and In Control was commentating on it, like they were just trying to outdo each other in Britishness.
Just trying to out-British each other.
And we do have 86 viewers. Maybe we can get 100 viewers today. That would be really nice. We definitely have the lineup to justify it. Unfortunately, maybe not a main caster to justify it, but we have some good players at least.
Oh, come on, don't be so hard on yourself.
I'll try not to. I won't be a nap.
A nap?
Long. Never mind. So that is such an inside joke that's gonna take forever to explain. So in the bottom left corner of Texas, it's going to be Teddy Bear. Let's see if we can zoom in on this map. We cannot. Yay!
I just decided to zoom out because you can do that.
That is true. Let's do that.
And over here, in the top right corner of the map, from Millennium, it's Lelouch.
Yeah, I got the zoom in effect. Awesome, because I zoomed like way out. He was like, you had to squint in the distance to see him, and suddenly he's in your face, kind of.
Oh wow, I love that big zoom out. It's really good.
It is the Shift Z. That's the best one. It's the biggest you get. You get a really nice overview of the whole map. I see a lot of casters. No, I don't see a lot. I see some casters who like it so much that they just have everything that way, and it gets a little bit annoying for the viewer.
Oh, it bothers me so much. Like if it's just off, like a zoom level, and if you play a lot of StarCraft, then you can tell that it's zoomed out a little.
Yeah.
And if the caster doesn't realize, it frustrates me. I will honestly say it bothers me quite a bit.
And
probably more than it should.
And as a caster, it looks really nice because you have that big full screen, but most people watching on Twitch don't watch on full screen, so for them everything just becomes too small.
Yeah. So like, is that a Zergling or is that just a dead pixel?
Yeah. That's basically it. So we have Teddy Bear scouting Lelouch. So Lelouch is going to play Zerg. I thought he was Terran, but he's not. Someone was asking me about that. I don't even remember. Oh, wow. Almost a kill from Teddy Bear. Now, Teddy Bear he's a very good Starbow player, but he's not top of the line. Lelouch is a really good any player in general, Brood War, StarCraft 2, whatever, you name it, Starbow, but he hasn't played Starbow in like 6 months. So, this is kind of like his Starbow comeback. So I'm very excited. Again, it's kind of like comparing two very different players. Last time it was a very seasoned Star Wars player versus a Grandmaster StarCraft 2 player, and this time it's also a very seasoned but not so good Star Wars player versus a very rusty Star Wars player. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping Lelouch has done at least some degree of practicing. Otherwise, this might be a very, very short series. We have three hatcheries very quickly from Lelouch and a gateway into a Forge Expand.
Oh, Teddy Bear's being very, very greedy, but he sees the late spawning pool, so he can do it. And sorry, I was just hovering that base there. I was just so lost in my own thoughts I didn't even observe anymore. But actually, Lelouch did PM me right before this game and asking, like, I haven't played in 6 months. What changed? What should I know about Zerg? And I'm like, that's gonna take a while to answer. That's not an easy question to answer.
Yeah,
but I
it's not
didn't.
like with StarCraft 2, where you can just leave and come back in 6 months, and the meta has shifted somewhat.
Yeah, and they maybe had like one patch where they changed the bunker build time. Like this is this is like, yeah. So I did thoroughly inform him that he should never make a single Baneling.
Okay.
Because, like, Banelings are not necessarily super bad, although they are quite poor at the moment.
Well, you have to really play around them. Like, they have a very particular use, so you have to have a strategy that sort of works with that explicitly, because if it doesn't, they're sort of a waste of resources.
Indeed, it's kind of making a Reaver without a Warp Prism. It's just gonna sit there and do nothing. So,
yeah.
so like, if you don't know what you're doing and just making some Banelings to throw at your opponent, you're probably gonna regret it. So.
Oh, that Zealot killed that Zergling from quite far away. That's the change in melee range, of course.
That is indeed, and the Zerglings have the same melee range as well. But that means that you want to micro your melee units to get in the face and then attack, so you can get 2 shots off instead of just 1. That's pretty cool.
You know, the only thing, I must say, the only thing that I thought was a little bit unfortunate about that change is that I did not see any green spit coming off of the drones.
Oh, we should add some green spit to the drones.
Ah.
I think I agree with that, because they do have a little bit more range as well now, the workers. So the green spit makes sense, because the probes have their little zapper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, he's gonna try this. This Zealot is what's known as annoying, and then we have another annoying Zealot over here now.
Yeah, Lelouch really doesn't want to make too many Zerglings. He just wants to drone and drone and drone, but these Zealots are sort of forcing that out of him. In the background, Teddy Bear is getting himself a Stargate.
And a Twilight Council.
Oh,
Not sure if he's going to make any Stalkers. I know some of the Protoss players are not too happy with the Stalker upgrade changes that were, and deem them more useless than they used to be, so we'll see what happens there in the future, and also if he actually makes them in this game. But there's going to be a Corsair at least. Yeah,
these Zealots are just doing a lot of work, though. Like, Lelouch is really being thrown off by this early harassment that Teddy Bear has been doing.
And and the Queen almost gets trapped, and the Queen doesn't even have an attack at the moment, so he can't really... Okay, there we go. A lot of Zerglings, but they need to actually attack. Oh, here we go. And he's bringing drones? I guess that's a mistake.
He wants to kill the first the Zealot that's almost dead, and now more Zerglings coming in to try and take out these Zealots. This is the most annoying position on the map, because the Zealots are walled in by this little black vague nothingness at the side.
Yeah, you can't step into the blackness, sir.
Nope.
It's impossible. No, this is reminiscent of Brood War maps where they just stopped at the edge, but it looks a little bit wonky in StarCraft 2, but that's the way it is. That's where the map stops. Sorry, if you glitch a unit through though, you get into Shattered Temple actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I got a couple. Sorry, I'm just saying random things sometimes. So we got a couple of Corsairs now, which Lelouch is totally unprepared for. No, actually has a Hydroden up, so he could. And the Overlords do detect now, which is kind of
cool. You don't have the Overseer is still a unit though, but does it detect still?
The Overseer actually does not detect it. If you have the speed upgrade, it's super fast and very weak, and it's like a little observer for Zerg kind of ish.
Right. Okay.
And it has a spell too that reveals permanently an opponent's unit. What he sees.
Oh, cool! Like the
Parasite.
Parasite. Yeah.
It has the Queen Parasite from Brood War.
Yeah, Teddy Bear is doing a lot of work with these Corsairs. So many Overlords are dying. Hydras though are now here, so they can actually start warding these away a little bit. But not after most Overlords die.
He's gonna kill his hatchery, and all the Overlords are out of position or dead. Oh, he's making Overseers! No, Lelouch! I need to tell him. Overseers do not detect Overlords. Detect.
I think it might just be too late. Lelouch has
he should
29 workers versus the 39 from his opponent. We can see as sort of the the panic freeze where, I mean, I've had this. It's sort of like the deer in the headlights. Third base goes down, 2 DTs get out with their lives, and Lelouch is just. Well, I can only imagine how he must feel at this juncture.
Yeah, this is pretty horrible, and this is one of the by-effects of not playing Starboard for 6 months.
Yeah, lots of things happen. We have a lot of gateways now coming out of Teddy Bear. A bit of a gateway explosion. Zealot legs on the way. We have Templar. We have Archons. I think if Teddy Bear follows this attack up with just follows this harassment up with some straight up Templar Zealot action, I think he's gonna do very well.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, he needs lurkers to hold this, or roaches, and he doesn't have tech for any of that. I don't know. I'm not even sure if roaches can hold it. He probably needs lurkers, or a ton of hydras, and that he does not have. So, unfortunately, when he asked me the question was changed, I forgot to mention the Overlord change, but that question kind of caught me off guard, and it's hard to sum up every change for 6 months off the top of my head, so...
I'm about to go into the game. Can you sort of summarize the last half year of Starboard development?
I don't
Zealot Archon is here.
I don't blame him or make fun of him for asking, though. It's a legitimate question. It was just hard to answer. And, yeah for him holding this is going to be a miracle. There's no actual storm, though, but that Archon is going to be hard to deal with.
Yeah, that Archon is going to be hard to deal with. And now Teddy Bear is in the main, and that gives him also that high ground advantage. Hydra's coming in, and the further they fall back, the less damage they're going to do because of that high ground advantage.
May not sound terrible to have a Teddy Bear in your main, but in the Lelouch's case, it actually is.
Yeah, it's not just a Teddy Bear. The Teddy Bear brought some friends, some Zealots, some Archons, and of course these Corsairs. We have Lelouch doing valiant battle to try and save himself from this attack.
Indeed, and he's utilizing his drones. He's going to try and hang in for as long as possible, but this is really only going one way at the moment for Lelouch, I feel. And again, we have the veterans staying on top. But Lelouch is an adaptable player. He may play very different in the next game, and he may be able to, properly space out his overlords in a different way, and so on and so forth.
Absolutely. I mean, Lelouch has played a fair bit of Brood War, I imagine. So
yes.
It should be second nature by this time for him to do that, assuming he has played enough Zerg. I don't actually know. What race did Lelouch play in Brood War?
GG. I'm not sure, actually.